I'm off for a ride to the bank. Going to cash out. Cash is king. So this is just a little random ride. We'll roll the old movie maker here. Something might happen along the way. So it'll take me about 15 minutes to get in there. Right. It's getting on to 9 a.m. and it's May the 6th. Hey brother! And that's my watermelon man there. 6,000 dong a kilo. You can do your conversion. 3 kilo watermelon, $1 Australian. Over the bump. I've got a couple of months rent to pay, one in arrear, one forward. So I'll go in and get that. And give it to the man. I don't do anything online, as you know. No swipe cards for me. You know my thoughts on that. Where's this guy going? I'm stopping. Lovely. I'll take you through the market here. This is where I buy my meat and vegetables and everything. There's no giving way. It's sort of who's bigger or who's first. And I'm dealing with that a bit better as well. I'll just shoot ahead here. Eggs. That's where I get my eggs. This market cranks up at after 5. Group of tourists here getting a show. Okay, we're out through the back gate. So a slight detour through the market there. When I was unsure what they're doing. Now these roads and lanes, they used to be lanes, now they become roads. And as vehicles have got more affordable, popular, they get clogged up a lot easier. see you, mate. Don't worry about me. Yep. Right, we're into it. This is Kuadai Road, C-U-A-D-A-I, 2 words. And it runs from centre of Hoi An, Old Town, out to Kamtan, 3.5 kilometres where I am, and carries on to, I guess you'd call it the main coastal highway that goes up to Da Nang. And already you can see here that the roads are essentially just shared. They're just shared. So whilst there's a centre line, if people want to overtake, they'll just overtake. Okay, so we're going to do a quick righty here. Now the heat's picking up. It's May, as I say. Well, I will be repeating myself. It's getting warm. See, you've got to watch all the time. You know, I'm constantly looking behind me with a turn. And at all times I try to remind myself, look, if I'm pulling in or riding across, stop. You know, if I'm unsure, because you got to look at things three ways here. Now check that out. The CC110, that's what's called a CC110 Honda Cub. It's crossover. I've seen the odd one. They're cool. Honda Cub, 110. Yeah, you got to look around all the time. People are coming at you from everywhere. And you know, I am at ease with it now. But I do see a lot of, in fact lately I've seen a lot of foreigner walking around with bloody leg casts and leg bandages and knee bandages and arm bandages, and you know, they've come here to get their tourist tattoo. Or as Bruce, if you're watching, Bruce, mate, Naroma, if you're still there, their Thailand tattoo. Check this guy out. Seems to be a lot of those lately. It's funny. So May the 6th, temperatures are getting up in the 30s now. I have a feeling I can turn down here, but I'll go where I think I need to be. Everyone just merges. There are some principles. I haven't quite got them figured yet because I'm not prepared to just sort of pull in at a T intersection, just pull into the main road without, just not prepared to pull into it. Because what they do is they go up, they turn in and go up along the wrong side of the road, and then cross over the centre line and merge into the traffic. And I haven't got that one sorted yet. I'm going slow because I think I recognise the guy, but the guy I know, he's. No, that's not him. Look, he's covered in tattoos, this guy isn't. Right, moving on. The biggie here, one of the things you've got to watch for, and you know, to this point I've been okay, is as bikes are passing you, coming at you, or even passing you in the same direction, getting sliced in the leg, sliced in the calf. I've seen it happen. You know, just accidentally as well. In situations like this where people are at lights and they all want to get into the front of the queue, so they'll come up alongside you and weasel their way in, and that's where you can get hooked. Eye contact with, got to always, where the hell am I going here? I just got to have a think. Oh, carry on this way. Now generally there's a bit of eye contact. That's really the number 101 of riding around, driving around, is when if there you know, there's either no looking or there is eye contact, and I use a nod of the head to acknowledge I see you. People are going to do the opposite of what we think, what I think as a foreigner. Not so much what They should, what I think they should do, it's what I would do. I guess it's the same thing. But for example, they'll come along here this way on the wrong side against the curb, and generally, because they're coming the wrong way, it's let them have the curb. And I would sort of, in the first few months when they're coming up along the curb the wrong way, and they could be doing that for 50 metres or more to get into a driveway or a shop or get into the next intersection. I would pull into the curb and put them on my left, and that's wrong. As in, it's not how it's done. So it's the opposite to what I think, and that takes a bit of getting used to. Now, I'm going to turn left here. I'm just pulling into traffic, as you see. Do a half U-ey. Take my time. Main road. Yep, so we've got Yamaha on our left over there. We've got this guy here on the footpath. He's going to shoot in front of me. There he goes. So you get to read, like anywhere, any country, you end up reading the traffic. And here's where I want to go, just over here. So I did well there, coming through slotting into the back way a little bit. Hey brother, you waiting?
Yeah, my wife is there.
Okay. I'll turn that off there. I've been going to another bank called VP, Victor Peter, and the limit has been up to 20 million dong, and no fee at the ATM, and that's good. 20 million is about 700 US, and I went to, but every now and then they change their fee, and it's not their fee, the limit, and there's been reports of limiting it to 2 million per withdrawal, which is not a lot. And it's getting hammered. There's a lot of people here using that bank, and that's good for the bank. Now, this bank here, TP, Trevor Peter, I'd always used in Vietnam since January of 2024, and over a year ago they put a ATM fee on the withdrawal, and the maximum withdrawal was always 5 million, and 5 million is okay, you can live on that. So as I say, a year ago they put the fee up to 55 dong, and I always thought it had gone up again from that. So just to not line up at this other bank, VP, Victor Peter Bank, there's big lines of people, and I usually get there at 9 a.m. in the morning and sit for an hour or a half an hour with the guards and have a yarn to be first in line. Otherwise there can be 100 people lining up to get to use this bank. So I went here knowing there was a fee. That's cool. $2 US, $3.50 New Zealand, $3 plus odd Australian, £1.50, and I go there and I got out 15 million. I've got a couple of months rent coming up, as I mentioned, visa run, so I need a quick 20, and I make 2 withdrawals, and hello, the fee had gone up to 150 dong for 5 million, so it cost me just over 460 dong. This is thousands, of course, thousands. So 460,000 dong, affordable for my pocket, no problem. But I like to play money games, and the other bank, there's no fee. So I sort of had a laugh at myself and go, you're going to shot yourself in the foot there. I had a giggle, and I rode on down the road I thought, I'll go to the other bank and see if it's lined up. It's about 10 o'clock now. A little before 10 a.m. in the morning, and so I weasel on down the other road a kilometre, and there's a short line up, and I pull over and I'm asking people from all over the world. There's people from Greece there, and Italians and Poms and Yanks, and I'm asking them, hey, what's the fee today, brother? And all of the people I asked said, this is the first time I've used it. So I ended up informing them of what was happening. I get in line. I meet this really, really cool English guy who left England 30 years ago and went to Canada, and he's full-time travelling now. I hope to actually randomly see him in Old Town. He was cool. And I line up there and I go in to withdraw some money, and I thought, I'll try 20 million. Another 7 US to stick in my pocket, just so I don't have to go to the ATM too regularly. And I have absolutely no fear of carrying or keeping cash. I have no fear of that whatsoever, because I can go out with money in my pocket and buy anything anywhere instead of mucking around with these bloody cards. Well, I won't go on about that. You know what I think about that. And hello, I pulled out 20 million. So, bingo. That took away the hurt of the previous fee that I paid, sort of ha-ha. And it wasn't until 12 hours later that, although I could figure it out by what it cost me in home dollars, I didn't get as good a rate as I thought. And I got 15,450 dong to the New Zealand dollar, and now that's not bad. Anything over 15,000 in the past 2.5 years being here is on average a good rate, so no problem on that one. So I got another 35 million dong in my pocket. Well, here comes the kicker. I checked the exchange rate that night. I checked the WISE rate and referenced that against the benchmark cross rates that are fairly accurate to what I would expect to get. And the exchange rate had gone up another 300 dong, from 15,450 to 15,000, nearly 750. Pissed me off. I lost that one. Not only did I end up paying fees that I didn't have to if I had have gone to the other bank, but if I had left it another day, and made an effort to get up early as I do to go to the bank, it ended up costing me 50 bucks US for no bloody reason. So the joke was on me. Anyway, thumbs up. That's this video. Stay cool. Update on that conversion rate for Vietnam dong to US. 20 million Vietnam dong is approximately, at today's rate, 760 US dollars. This is the bank that has no fees up to today. A little bit of a blurb there you may be able to read that I've put up. And here is an example of what it cost me at my bank. So 20 million dong at a conversion of 15,437 dong to the dollar. included in this overall fee here is a conversion charge, a currency conversion charge here of $16.84 at VP. So you can see there was no fee attached at the bank. If we go over to here, you can see at the other bank, TP Bank, the purple one, Trevor Peter, same exchange rate from my bank on that within that half hour, but you can see here there was a ATM fee of 308,000 for 10 million dong, and bear in mind I got another 5,000 out. Similar conversion charge percentage, but this fee here of 308,000 dong, to put it into perspective for all of those that really don't understand money management, that is 3%. That is 3% of that I was charged on my money. 3% is a lot if you look at it annualized, as far as interest on your money, profits on your money, dividends on your money. Who's happy with 8 or 10% post-tax income? I am, or more. So for the bank to take 3%, impose a 3% fee, is a lot of money, and it adds up. From the bank's point of view, any bank around the world, they rake in hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in profits, in fees alone, easy money. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm invested in several banks around the world, some in Ireland, because they make good money. There's an example. So use it to your advantage, people. Sweet.